Greetings and welcome to Saturday afternoon football. Dennis Cometti here. Today we've trekked to the MCG. It's great to be back in Melbourne, where it seems like the only thing that grows here is the crime rate. I'm joined by my accomplice and the Saints run on. The home team burst out onto the ground, and boy, did they look fresh. The fans should be in store for a ripper. I can't wait for this encounter to begin. And away we go, and a wonderful bounce by the umpire. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. He's got the football now. He's got the footy in his hands. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. Going for goal number 1. Nice goal from Sidebottom. That's his first. The home team. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Nice bounce. Effective hit out there. Pendlebury on the ball at the moment. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holidays. Richard, what are his chances from here?
He shouldn't have too much trouble from this angle.
45 metres out. Almost, but not quite. The home team by 7 points. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Clears it. Wins the hard ball. Choose to kick it. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg.
He's got the evasiveness and the flashy tricks of a star. Kept his composure then. He gets boot to the ball. He grabs it. Sending it on its way. A great mark under pressure. Sending it on its way. No one around troubling him there.
His stab kick once killed a small dog. I'm kidding. The dog was huge. A good mark under the circumstances. Chips it down towards half forward. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. That had some power behind it. That play was as high-tech as it can for him. He receives the handball. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Boots it. Marks. Kicks. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. The umpire allows play to continue. Richard, do you rate him for this kick?
I reckon the distance might be too much from here, Dennis.
65 metres out. He takes control of the loose ball. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Dishes it off by hand. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Gets boot to leather. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Hastily kicked. Marked by Goddard. Sends the Sharon on its way. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Takes it well. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. He slots it. That's his first. The Saints have their first goal. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. More bounce than a dodgy check. He's got the football now. He grabs it on the run. Hands it out to open space. There's the siren for the end of the quarter. The score's at the home team 7 to the Saints 6.
We'll be happy with the early scoreboard.
The second term is underway.
Persistence can change failure into extraordinary achievement.
Goes short with a hand pass. Handballs from the tackle. Lobs the handball. Cloak approaching home now. Cloak launches one towards goal. Takes that one strongly. He steadies now in front of goal. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. Going for goal number 1. A goal for the home team. Gets his first. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. With the ball now. Has it now. Approaching the goals now. Going for goal number 1. Cloak hooked it like a fluffed forward. The home team by 8 points. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Looks like he's going to go long. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
He's a great kick and should convert from here.
40 metres from home. Score for the home team. That's 2 in a row for the home team. The home team leads by 14.
Side bottom just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Palms it down nicely. Cloak has the ball. Well, yes, he is a bully, but he's not a mean bully. He's more a teacher, the kind of guy who'd take your lunch money and invest it for you. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. The bouncing ball is controlled, finding the running player. He's running hot, Richard.
He's been outstanding all match, Dan.
A lot of possessions for him. Spears a low ball. Drops the ball. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. Blair manages to sneak it through, and that puts them further in front. The home team by 20 points.
Blair is good on both left and right, so kicking off either side is just not an issue for him.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. He has the ball. Dishes it off to the running player. He runs for home. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. A loose ball scooped up. The Saints get the free kick as it goes out on the full. Jams it on the boot. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Kicks. Takes that one strongly. Kicks it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. A desperate kick there. Takes that one strongly. Nice drop punt. The contest, no match for him. Gets boot to leather. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. He's a ball magnet. He gets tackled as he hands it off. He kicks quickly. Deans gets the ball. Gets a handball away. They've conceded possession. Got out with a short hand pass. Slams it on the boot. He gets above the crowd. Kicks it. Interception. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Shouldn't be too long in this half now. Thumps the pigskin. Wins the hard ball. Gets boot to leather. And the ball goes out of bounds. The ball is coming back into play. The bouncing ball is controlled. The siren sounds, and that's the end of the second term. The score's the home team 26 to the Saints 6.
The Saints.
Finally, the third term begins.
If you have everything under control, you're not moving fast enough.
He gives the ball away. Gains possession. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. He gets another possession. Look at that. He's put it through. This lead getting bigger now. That's 4 in a row for the home team. The home team leads by 26. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. He's got the footy in his hands. He receives the handball, kicks it. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Distance could be the problem. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. That ball's travelling. Never looked like going through. They've got it behind. Now they need to switch on because there's a real chance the opposition can go coast to coast and put them further behind. I would have expected him to nail that. 50 metres from home. Kicks it. Strong mark. 35 metres out, and he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. This game almost out of reach for the Saints. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Cloak has the ball. No, that's just giving the ball away. He wins the contest. Wins the hard ball. 25 metres out. Going for goal number 1. Look at that. He's put it through. All is in readiness. The bounce. Effective hit out there. The ball in the hands of Pendlebury. There's players everywhere, but somehow he manages to send out the handball. The goal for the home team. Cloak puts them further in front. The home team leads by 19. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The umpire has bounced the ball. He has the ball. Send the top in, big fella. The ball heads out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. The ball is coming back into play. Clean tap out of the ruck. With the ball now. Intercepted by Pendlebury. Gets it away in the nick of time. Takes control of the bouncing ball. He's a ball magnet. Goal to the home team. This kick stretches the lead. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. First hand's important. Pendlebury on the ball at the moment. He lays off the pass. He runs into the goal. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. The home team in front. I would have expected him to nail that. You look for a quick option here. A pinpoint pass is the key. That came off the boot with huge power. His mistake costs him a possession. Thomas caught with the ball. Jams it on the boot. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Kicks it. Hands like dinner plates. Gets boot to leather. Well, he gave it a shot. That play was as high-tech as a campfire. He hand passes the ball. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. The ball crosses the boundary. It looks like the umpire has decided it's a boundary throw-in. Casanova would have been jealous if that picker guided down nicely by Montagna. Brown gets the ball. The ball crosses the line. Both ruckmen standing their ground. First hand's important. Has it now. It's boot to ball. Marked by Goddard. Jams it on the boot now. Richo, what do you think about the quarter we just watched?
Outplayed, outgunned. The Saints need to take stock and show some real vigour here in the last. They have the talent and the legs, but do...
The players are starting to feel the strain of the first 3 quarters now.
After each game, I always wanted to be able to say I gave all I could. I gave it my best.
Interception. Chips it down towards half forward. He wins the contest. Sends the Sharon on its way. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. We were going for number 1. That's bad luck. The margin's big, but there's still enough time left to play. It's not the score he was looking for. Nice mark there. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. A set shot on a 45-degree angle. 35 metres out. A magnificent kick right through the middle. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Here we go. Scoops up the bouncing ball. With the ball now. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Wins the hard ball. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. Nice hands. 45 metres out. Kicks. Strong mark. 30 metres from home. Looking for another goal here. Score for the Saints. They're gathering some steam now. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Is in his possession. He gets a kick out of the pack. The ball goes over the line and out of play. The ruckmen are locked in battle. Pendlebury is able to grab it on the half volley. My goodness, the wee ball has gone so high there'll be snow on that one when it comes down. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 40 metres from home. It's in the air. The home team get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. This kick puts them further into the lead. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. The ball in the hands of Pendlebury. Certainly that was not a hand pass. The umpire thinks the same and awards the free. Beams wins the marking contest.
He slams that on the boot. Cloak with the ball. He lines it up with the goal. He lines it up with the goal. He gets boot to the ball. That's a nice strong mark. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Magnificent goal. They're in front.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Umpire bounces the ball. He gains possession. He gets his hands on the footy. Cloak heads in for the goals. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Great mark. A desperate kick there. Great mark. Gets boot to high. Nice mark under pressure. Sends the Sharon on its way. Steady hands there as he holds that one. 50 metres out. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. To be generous, you'd say he was just wide of the mark with that shot. Fantastic result for fans of the home team. Richo, what did you make of the final result?
You have to take some positives out of the loss, but they're going to get judged by the media because it was just such a big game. You don't want to make a habit out of accessing losses like that.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. The home team could claim the match with a final score of 57-33. That's it for us. I will see you again, but not yet. Not yet. Hello, I'm Dennis Cometti. It's time to play Saturday afternoon football. And I've got to say, it's good to be back here in Adelaide. Patchy crowd, but fair to say all the major genders are represented. When they talk about great Tigers, the man to the right of me is always on the short list. Welcome, Matthew Richardson.
Hi, Den. Really excited about this one today.
A practice match on the bill today as these two sides test each other out. They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. We have the toss of the coin. The visiting team kicking. The players are all eagerly awaiting the siren. Here we go. It's the home team versus the visiting team. Handballs from the tackle. Hanbury puts it on the boot. Almost a touch of synchronized swing about that mark. Managed the peg. Gets boot to high. Wins the hard ball. Goes for his 50. The loose ball scooped up. Quick hands find the running player. He can't believe his luck. He's got the goals to himself. The home team score first. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Huge lead. Hanbury with the ball. Chips it down towards half forward. Blair soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. A chance to even the scores right here. That was a narrow miss. The lead is easily in reach for the visiting team. Disappointing kick there. Hanbury takes the mark.
Hanbury may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Puts boot to goal. Blair marks it. He slams that on the boot. Has the mark all to himself.
Franklin on the borderline of his range. Franklin likes his chances for goal. Misses the goal and goes through for a behind. It's not the score he was looking for. He may just play onto himself here. The options are few and far between at the moment. Cleanly picked up. He picks up the loose ball. Butts. He gives the ball away. Gains possession. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. That was a huge kick. Malcolm Black would be happy with it.
An incredible amount of power behind those kicks.
I've got to say, that's even a better goal the second time around. Hanbury knows that was something special. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Look at that bounce. Cox dumps it forward with the ball now. Slams it on the boot. Nice move. Kicks it. Wins the hardball.
Dalhouse. It's just a phenomenal mark. If I ever saw him drop one, I'll eat my hat. Myercheck has a kick. Nice kick, just a little bit too wide, and it's bounced off the post.
I would have expected him to nail that. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Well, it could be worse, I suppose, Richo.
If you're going to kick that poorly, you may as well just give the ball straight back to the opposition.
You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
He's popped up out of nowhere and cut that one off. Goal! That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Deft touch from Watts. He gets his hands on the footy. He has the ball. His first touch of the footy. It's going. What a goal from a mammoth kick. The home team have scored the last 2 goals. The home team lead the visiting team. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball is bounced. He has the ball. Good use of the body by Watts. He's got the football now. Nice mark there. It's a goal. He's bagged a couple now. The home team could score the last 3 goals. The home team by 15 points. The second quarter begins.
Set your goals high and don't stop till you get there.
Is in his possession. Sia there to mop it up. He's got the footy in his hands. Hits the running man. Slams it on the boot. Coughed up by Franklin. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. He handballs it. Exclamation point. How about that? He gets his hands on the footy. Jams it on the boot. With the mark. He steadies now in front of goal. 30 metres from home. A pretty safe bet from this position. With a great kick. The visiting team trailing by less than 2 goals. The bounce is dead straight. Is in his possession. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Never looked like going through. The home team by 10. It's not the score he was looking for. He looks for a man on the lead. Morris playing on out of the goal square. He's a long kick. Takes it well.
Langdon boots it. Hanbury marks it. He gets boot to the ball. That's a nice strong mark. Puts boot to ball. Strong mark there.
50 metres from home. Blair takes a shot at goal. Chalk up a goal for the visiting team. Gets his first. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Intercepted by Hanbury. Hits the running man. Manages to get a hand to it. He gets the hand pass. Goes up the line. Marked by, perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. 50 metres out. A chance to add one more to his tally. Did well then. Back in front goes the visiting team. All is in readiness. The bounce.
Cox is superb with his ruck work. Once his eyes are locked onto the ball, there's little chance he won't get a fist to it. Hawkins with the kick just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. The ball is tapped. Hawkins scoops up the ball. Good hand skills there. He holds onto it too long and it'll be a free.
Goes for his 50. Steady hands there as he holds that one. 45 metres out. Williams delivers the ball forward. They say you miss 100% of the shots you never take, so hopefully he can just shrug that one off. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Cox gets the upper hand. He gets a kick out of the pack. Nice mark there. Kicks. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Lynch has a lot of passion for this game. You can see it every time he steps onto the field. He's an inspiration to all players around him.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Knocks it down in front. Exclamation point. How about that? Ball up in the centre square. Gathered by Hooker. Kicks it. There's the siren to start the second half.
I'll tell you what, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Gets a handball away. The ball bounced favourably for Morris. Hands like dinner plates. Cox with the kick. The mark is taken by Rioli. Choose to kick it. It's Edward Scissorhands. Lecrac decisively. Franklin shoots off the handball. Blair claims the ball. 50 metres from home. Going for goal number 2. Has it got the carry? Perfect kick. The visiting team by 15 points.
Blair, he's very loyal, but it's not that hard when you're doing what you love.
The loose ball scooped up, scoops up the ball. Cox with the running catch. He's really a ball. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. You'll need a long-range boomer from here. A 30-degree kick for
Myercheck. Seems like he's enjoying his footy. I think he's going to be around for a long time.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Out on the full. Free kick to the visiting team. Pumps the pigskin. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. A magnificent kick right through the middle. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Knocks it down in front. Sia on the ball at the moment. Only a behind. The visiting team starting to exert some dominance over the home team with the lead of 47-31. I would have expected him to nail that. What grabs that one?
Puts boot to ball. The mark will be paid. He kicks the ball. He drops the mark. Interception. He handballs it. He hands it out to space. His approach looks good. That miss is going to come back to haunt him.
Disappointing kick there. Morris decides to play on. Puts boot to ball. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Sends it on its way. Langdon takes the mark uncontested. Jams it on the boot now. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Dalhouse marks. Jams it on the boot now. Guided by Blair onto the ball. Nice kick. 3 goals so far. Well done. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. A dead straight bounce. Lynch directs it down. He gains possession. Haven't called his name too often today. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Gathers the ball. The loose ball scooped up. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Nice drop punt. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Nice hands. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Richo, you followed his career for a while. Can he kick this?
I would expect him to get this, Dennis.
40 metres from home. He's on a 30-degree angle. It looks like... The bounce is straight up and down. Guided down nicely by Cox. The bouncing ball is controlled. He gets his hands on the footy. He's a ball magnet. Marks. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. 65 metres out. A chance to add one more to his tally. Well, that was a brave shot. Good goal. That's number 2. The home team are on the ropes right now. He's loving that replay. The ruckman. A dead straight bounce. Punched by Cox. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Finding the running player. Hooker taps. The ball spills to Canterbury. He collects the loose ball. Dalhouse taps. With the ball now. Puts boot to ball. Keeps it close to the ground. Marked by Cox. Kicks. Strong mark by Franklin. Sends the Sharon on its way. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
The mark will be paid. Canterbury puts his boot on it. Blair with a strong mark. Blair with the shot. Blair has slotted it through for a 6-pointer.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Cox really gets onto this one. He has the ball, puts boot to ball. Marks. Meters out. Going for goal number 1. Melksham just manages to sink it.
Melksham got a really good footballing brain.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Gains possession. He's got the football now. That kick has gone well wide and hit the point post on the full. Free kick. Morris kicks it. Seal had no chance, but at least he made an attempt. Hits the running man. Kicks it. Well, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark.
Langford has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. great move to be able to work into an uncontested position. That's a very bad kick.
Out of bounds in the pocket. Into the game comes Seal. Has it now. Morris gathers it, and it's rushed across the line for a behind. He may just play onto himself here. The options are few and far between at the moment. Boots it. Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball has changed possession. A clean pickup. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. The home team are really under the gun here. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce straight down. He's got the football now. Intercepted by Hooker. Puts the head down as he runs in. Nice hands. He steadies now in front of goal. 15 metres out. Going for goal number 3. The home team could score the last 2 goals. They're still in this. Lynch, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from the guy wearing makeup. Marks. Takes his... Look at that. He's put it through. They say hard work never killed anybody, but clearly the home team are not willing to take that. Final scores are 65-58. Well, that's it from us. Thanks for joining us, Richo.
Thanks, Dennis. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Until next time, goodbye.